Okay, welcome back. It's the Saturday after Memorial Day. Sorry for the echo. I'm sorry if the light gets weird. But this is the before. I can't really film myself while I work on this weekend because, yeah. But this is what I'm starting with. This is the overview. My contractor is on vacation for a week, which leaves me a week to get this painted, but I'm hoping to get it done today, if I'm honest. I doubt I will. I am hurrying, but this is the starting point. So I think my first step is going to be to sweep everything up and out of the way. And then, because I've got I have drop cloths to cover all this stuff because I don't have room to put it anywhere. Look at this. Between, some of that drywall is getting painted because it's in the doorway and there's nowhere to put it. So I have a paint sprayer. It's going to get painted. This is construction stuff. And then all of the tools and stuff are here. Somehow I have to get over there to get my wallpaper for my bathroom. But normally I would just move all of that into my garage. But I can't. So I have to figure out what is trash and what is not. I need to sweep the floors so that I don't blow dust up onto the walls. And my plan is to do all the cleanup and prep. And then I'm going to prime and paint. Well, I'm going to prime this room. And then move all of the unnecessary stuff into it so I can paint this room without obstacle. I have to figure out how to tape all of that off. So here's where we are now. Let's see what we get done. Well, it's a couple hours later. It literally took 2 hours to clean up. I just put everything there. But to sweep and pick up, and I didn't sweep everything, but got it away from the walls. I've made an executive decision. I don't want to tape anything off, so I'm painting the beams. And then I'll figure out a way to cover them later. But I'm about to set up my sprayer, which I haven't used in a while, so I'm a little nervous, but I do have a paint sprayer. I am going to use it. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the next day. And the only thing I got done was the coat of primer. But man, paint really does change everything. I know, this looks like nothing to you guys. I'll tell you what happened though. In a different room, so there's not an echo. And we'll continue later on today. Okay. It is now Monday. And I'll get a better light. You can see where my glasses were fogging up. But this is the bedroom. I know it's dark. I'm doing a second coat on the ceiling. I may not do a second coat on the walls, except for like some spots that obviously need it. But, yeah. I'm loving this. I don't remember if I told you all the color. I think I did, but I'll tell you the story about that. I need to fix that. And obviously I need to redo the ceiling. The ceiling is hard even with the sprayer because like literally like the glasses fog up and I can't see. And some of this in this area, cabinets and pantry, so I'm not worried about that spot. This is going to be the big project today. I need to get a primer on these, and I'm still deciding what exactly I'm doing as far as how much I'm wallpapering. Anyway, I don't know what that is. I looked at all of the grays, all of them, but I didn't want to look at the name of the gray. I'm going to have to touch up that spot because I can't get to it and I'm not moving all the stuff that's underneath there. Anyway, I didn't want to look at, you see that? It's from the respirator. Wear a respirator when you're painting. I didn't want to be biased by the name of the grays because I know Repost Grays and Agreeable Gray and a couple of the others by name because they're so popular. So I hit all the names of all the grays when I was picking out colors, and I kept coming back to this one and I picked it, and then I looked at the name. I'm like, I could have saved myself a lot of time because there's no other paint color for me. The name of my paint color is Elephant in the Room, and I collect elephants, so it only makes sense, and all of my artwork should look great against it, right? Anyway, I'm doing touch-ups, and then we will see what becomes of the dark hole. Okay, so it's not perfect, and there's probably some touch-up, but some of it is wet paint on dry paint, and some of that is I don't care because cabinets will be in front of it. I'm not too sure how well the ceiling did, but whatever. But I'm like loving the color actually. So now I gotta figure out what I'm doing with that room. Well, decisions were made. I think I'm just gonna paint that part, this wall, and over here. I may end up wallpapering this. I'll find out tomorrow. I'm also trying to figure out what I want to do on the ceiling because I could just paint it, but I have another idea. And no, it's not perfect. There are places where I went off straight, and there are definitely places where I cut because it wasn't going straight, and none of the seams really match up, but I'm going to be the only one that notices, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, lighting is terrible. But looking into the bathroom and seeing that makes me so happy. Sorry for the sound. So I painted a light fixture. That's gonna go over my vanity. I think you're looking at it upside down right now. I'm gonna have the lights facing down, but I need some opinions. So, my cabinet colors. I have decided that the rest of the bathroom and my cabinets are going to be the same color. But I don't know which one. I don't know how well you can actually see it, but A, B, or C. I know which one I'm leaning towards, but you tell me what you think. And here, y'all, I'm sorry if this is the worst video ever as far as like motions and stuff, but A, B, or C. And I'm thinking about doing a plastic tin type looking ceiling just in the bathroom. But let me know. I am going to cover this part here with wallpaper and then paint that wall and that wall. And I think I'm going to do a floor to ceiling shower curtain. And the shower curtain is going to be that color. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me know what you think and stay tuned because things are changing quickly around here.